Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I want to have a quick look at the new rate up summon character that we've got in the game now, Nika. Now, she doesn't really look particularly intimidating, but she will have some quite good uses depending on the other characters that you do have in your roster. But first, let's just have a quick look what you need to actually summon her. You will need to have a good collection of the rate up summon tokens. They are a bit rare to come by, so you will be saving these up for quite a while. You're going to need a maximum of 60 of them to summon her. That's to guarantee that you summon her. You could get her before that. You could get her on the first spin if you're really lucky. The other way that you can do that is with your crystals. Now, I know that there is that perception out there that if you have to use crystals, that she's not free to play. But this game does give you quite a lot of crystal rewards, so it is worth saving them up for when these summons come around. It's a good way to add a really powerful character to your roster if you are free to play. But what this does mean is you're going to need to save up a maximum of 9,000 crystals in order to guarantee that summon. And because these characters are a limited time, I would always budget to make sure that you have what you need to do the maximum of 60 summons. Otherwise, you could be spending a whole heap of tokens, a whole heap of crystals, and not actually summon her if you run out. It means that you're going to be spending all of them for nothing. I'm actually a little bit low on resources at the moment because I did summon Bedivere at the end of his event just before that expired, so I'm still saving up all of my crystals again. If I do get enough before this event finishes, I may do another video and actually summon her in that video. But let's have a look at what she can actually do so that we can see why you might want to summon her into your roster. Now, I'm not going to read out all of her abilities word for word because that's just going to bore the hell out of you guys. But all of her abilities are based around healing. So whether it's just her basic, she does have some attacks as well. She can do a little bit of damage. Some of her attacks do actually use a percentage of her health as extra damage, which can be quite handy if you do get her health up really high. She might be able to contribute a bit more damage to your team. The only thing that will change with each relic is going to be that last ability, which is just going to be slightly different each time. She also provides a lot of buffs for the team as well with some of those abilities, so she could be a really handy character to have as your primary healer. But let's go to the test skill screen so that way we can see her in action, just trying to gauge a little bit of what she's all about here. Again, like I said, most of her abilities are centered around healing, whether she's healing the weakest ally or healing all of the allies. But I can see her being very handy in teams with characters like Bedivere or even Kay. Ones that can do a lot of damage, she's going to help keep them in the game a lot longer. So some of those boss battles that you might be struggling with, she could really be a very good addition to have alongside those high damage dealers, and just make sure that you can get through some of those battles a bit better. And I'm sure that she'd be very annoying if you did put her in the arena. A lot of those healing abilities that she has is just going to make it quite difficult for your opposition to really shut the team down. Now, if you are a little bit concerned that you don't have what you need to summon her right now and you're not going to make it before the event finishes, I know this is a limited time event, but she will eventually be added to the regular summons. You may have to wait a little while, but you could be lucky enough to get her down the track. So don't let the game fear of loss you into thinking that you have to have her right now, because you really don't. There are a lot of other healers and other characters will add those buffs to the team that you could use in her place for the time being. But if you do want to summon her, by all means go ahead. I do think she will be a very useful character in many areas of the game. Don't just base everything on the arena, because there is so much more to this game than just the arena. And if you're still not sure if you want to summon her or not, I think we will get a new character in another 2 weeks time once this event finishes. So if you've got the resources, you're not sure if you want to get this one, hold off, save those resources, keep collecting those tokens. It'll save you the crystals in the long run, and you could always summon another character down the track. Hopefully this helps you guys out, and don't forget, like and sub, you know the deal. We got plenty more King of Arthur Legends Rise videos coming your way. Don't miss out, and I'll catch you in the next one.